I'm out for another simple and effective workout, rucking. 25 kilos in my backpack, out for an hour. Very short on time today, been very busy with work. I only managed to, well, wasn't even sure if I would get out at all, but did manage to step away, put the backpack on and get out. That's why I like it, because the second I can get that lunch break, I don't need to waste time getting to a gym or setting anything up. I just put the bag on and go. Getting a cardio workout and strength training at the same time for your legs, your back, your abs. It's very low impact. I did this for an hour last Thursday, another hour on Friday, did 2 hours on Saturday. I took Sunday off, which wasn't fully a rest. I did end up doing a lot of gardening all day, and then here we are on Monday, straight back in to another hour. Shoulders are burning, everything's a little bit tired, but joints feel fine, knees feel fine, back feels fine. Just doesn't cause me any issues. Not the kind of issues that I would get from running. For me, I just find it's nice to get out, go for this walk, make it to the woods, walk through these woods, clears my head. I don't know how to explain it sometimes, but it just makes you feel good to be outside, away from people, just somewhere quiet and peaceful. That's really all there is to it, just showing up every day, choosing to put on the backpack, choosing to walk out the door. Find a route that you like and just go walk the route. There's nothing complicated about it. You don't have to add in loads of, you don't have to make like a complicated program or spend loads of time setting up machines, or there's not much to learn. I mean, it's just put weight in your backpack and go. Start with a lighter weight, build up to something difficult and challenging. Walk for longer if you can, do what you can. When it's simple, you'll stick to it. You can just do it. I find like when the more decisions I have to keep making about something, the more likely it is I'm gonna make a bad decision at some point. When I only have to say yes to just going and putting on the backpack, it's a very quick one to just decide to do it and go. I haven't got to figure out, are my gym clothes ready? Is my gym bag sorted? Is the gym open? I don't know, random things, you know. Is there petrol in the car? Yeah, all that stuff's fine, but just trying to say, if you make it simple, you'll stick to it. If you are someone who's overweight, you're overweight for a reason. You cannot stick to a weight loss plan, whether that's food or exercise. If exercise is one of those components that you just can't stick to, maybe try rucking, because it's just simple. You can start with walking and then you just add weight. Rucking can just fit into your life really easily. the majority of people can walk. If you can walk, you can add a little bit of weight. You can make it a little bit more challenging, and you can keep progressing. You can get your cardio workout and strength training workout done at the same time. You can burn a load of calories, build strength with very little equipment. It's not expensive. You're not even committed. There's no membership fees. If you're a beginner, surely you have a bag that you can just fill some bottles of water up to start with. You don't need to go out and spend money in the beginning. It's not easy, it is heavy. It's endurance, just plodding along with a heavy weight on your back. It builds discipline. You know it's going to be hard, but there's only one decision to make, just to get up and go, and then you're off and you're doing it. So you're training yourself to be able to be disciplined and make the hard choice, choose to do it. I've been doing it for a while now, and just looking after my diet now as well. My weight's starting to come down, I'm starting to get fitter. One of my other interests is philosophy. But I always found that a lot of philosophy is quite abstract, and you never really get to the answer. You can get as far as you can go, and it becomes abstract and not really applicable to helping you in your daily life. Until I came across Stoicism, which I like to read books about Stoicism and try to apply it. And one of the things I was coming back to this morning was this concept of fatalism in Stoicism. And I didn't really get it at first, or I didn't see how I could apply it to rucking and my fitness journey. And because fatalism kind of says that everything is determined, like you have a fate, and they believed that, the Stoics believed that everything is cause and effect. So since the beginning of time, everything is in motion. A chain of events has been set in motion. One thing causes another. And I kind of resonate with that, in the fact that, thinking that, when I studied chemistry in college, you can sort of see how chemical reactions happen. One atom bonds to another. There are laws of physics guiding these things, and if you had a intelligence big enough that had a view of everything, you could predict how every single atom or molecule would interact with the other one, if you knew all the forces acting on it and everything. So if you know that's true, then everything is predictable. We just can't predict it. We don't have a big enough computer to predict it. And that's applicable inside us, in the way we think. Every chemical reaction in our body, everything that makes up our brain and our thoughts. So in that sense, your fate is predetermined. If you're overweight and unfit, you're always going to be overweight and unfit. That's your destiny. But then here I am, trying to get fitter and making decisions. So sometimes that can seem like a paradox to me, because well, if my fate's decided, then what's the point of it all? What's the point of trying? One day I'll be what I'll be, and I won't be able to change that. And maybe if I am making these decisions right now to be healthy, to be fit, to do difficult things, then am I really making these decisions, or is this an illusion of choice? And I think it probably is an illusion. Probably. But it is an illusion. Nonetheless, every day when I sit there, I'm carrying this weight right now. I chose to pick it up. I chose to come out here and do this. Even if that's an illusion, I was always going to do this. It's my destiny, it's my fate to be doing this. It's not helpful to think about it that way, because you can either think, well, everything's predetermined, so I'll do nothing. I'll go and sit on the sofa. But in doing that, you made a choice. So it's not helpful, this fatalism thing, until you realize that it's kind of saying that, yeah, it's all predetermined. Your fate is kind of written. But right now, in this moment, you still have a choice to make. Things still have to be done. And you might as well choose the hard things. You might as well choose to do the difficult things. Make the hard choices. Even though it's probably an illusion, your script might be written. Well, you might as well play the character that you want. When I think about that, I think I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, I want to be strong. So I'll play that role, and in these moments every day, just choose the thing that I think I should be doing. It takes me towards that. Whether my destiny in the future is to achieve that or not is kind of out of my control completely. I mean, I can control these things, I can make these choices, I can go out and do these things, but anything can happen in life. There's a lot in your control, there's a lot out of your control. The stuff you think you can control and make choices about, you should choose them wisely, do the things that you know you should be doing, find ways to do them, and then everything else you just have to accept it. See, I'm not sure I fully get it sometimes, the fatalism thing, because on the one hand it is kind of saying that it's all an illusion. Free will, your choices are an illusion, but at the same time you experience that real decisions need to be made and you can make them. And deep down, like, we feel this sense of having free will. We feel we know that we can make decisions. But it's a paradox, because it could all be an illusion. But even if it is, we can just keep going around in circles and think, well, how does that help me right now? It doesn't help me. What helps me is to pick up the backpack, get out and do the walk, choose to do it. Maybe think about it some more while I'm out, but when there's when you don't want to do something, when you're not feeling motivated, rucking does help. Because when I'm not feeling motivated, there's no way I'd go for a run. You've got to find things that you like doing. And I like doing this, so I'll keep doing this. Then my difficult choice becomes an easy one, because I know it's going to be hard, but I know I'm going to enjoy it still, at least. forget about the heavy weight after a while. Just enjoy being out, seeing things in nature, little animals, birds, going about their life. So your future might be written, but I still think you can choose what that future holds for you. And if you are watching this up until this point, then maybe this was always part of your destiny to watch this video up to this point and realize that, yeah, you can choose to do the things that are difficult but are in your control to do. If you know you can do something about something, then you should do it. If you genuinely can't do something about it, then accept that. There are many things I have to accept. I'll never be an elite bodybuilder. I'll never look amazing. I'm too tall. My arms are too long, my legs are too long. It takes a long time for me to add muscle that shows. But I have come to accept that over the years, and now I'm still going to do what I can to be fit and healthy and strong. Feel your best and look your best. From now onwards. We're doing this 2 or 3 times a week at the moment, always 1 hour at least, sometimes a couple on the weekend if we can fit it in. We're pairing this up with a few little strength training sessions a couple of times a week, and we're working on improving the diet, cleaning it up during the week, having a little bit of flexibility at the weekend. And we're only at the beginning, really. So if you're interested in following along, seeing how I get on, with rucking being my primary fitness method, exercise, strength training, cardio all in one, and subscribe, and hopefully you get started too.